Good afternoon, collective. It's pretty stinky hot here today in New Zealand, so I've actually had to wait till it cools down to do this video. So this video today, I wanted to introduce to people the difference between a light worker and a dark worker, because there's a lot of misinformation out there, especially around dark workers. So I wanted to address that today. I'm going to start with the light workers. And light workers are those that work from a space of service to others and the earth. And they help mankind elevate to a higher consciousness. They bring light in to help the collective raise the consciousness. They generally do this by their energy, by working with universal light and cosmic light energy, and they pull that in through the crown chakra and push it out through their bodies in service to other people. They are heavily driven to serve other people first before themselves, and they use this, but they do it by using many different modality tools. So I wanted to have a look and speak about some of those tools or methods that light workers use to actually bring in light through the universal light, through the crown chakra, and push it out. They push it out. So they work mainly outside of their body, with other people and the earth. So some of those modalities, the first one is healers. So healers, typically they are, not always, but typically they are empaths and people that are very sensitive. They have the ability to feel pain of other people and of animals. So they will usually have a huge connection to the animal kingdom. And they use the light through bringing down, like I said, down through the chakras, pulling in through the chakra, pushing out. So healers you're gonna have a group of people that fall, a massive group of people that fall under the heading of healers. So all your Reiki, your aromatherapy, your massage, crystal healing, energy healing, reflexology, herbology, all the healing methods. So you've got a huge amount of light workers working in this area at the moment to help people with stress, anxiety, transformations, transitions, and so on. The other one is messengers. Now this is a group of light workers that work directly with the higher consciousness and higher dimensions, where they are pulling in messages or receiving messages from the spirit realm or from higher realms, spirit realms, and these group of people usually have expertise in communication and sharing the information that comes in. So you're looking at people like your psychics, your mediumships, channelers, and people who speak publicly on public platforms. And then we look at gatekeepers. So gatekeepers are people who guard and work with energies of portals, vortexes, grid works, and I have talked a bit about this in other videos. They control the vibration and frequency that enters through these portals and these vortex sites, and they help clear any negative energy that might be coming through. So you will get a lot of people in this area that also work with land clearing of trauma that is held at a cellular level, and land clearing specifically around areas where there have been wars or traumatic deaths through natural disasters. People will go in and work with the land and clear out that trauma. They actually will work closely with unclogging ley lines, song lines that we know them of down this end of the world, and keeping those portals clear of negative energy. Then you have the way showers. So way showers basically show people the way, show the people the right path to live in life, set by example. So they live their life by what they preach. They're an example to people. And these way showers are extremely rare, extremely highly enlightened. So you're looking at people like Jesus and Buddha and Gandhi. So they are the way showers. The next group has been put in with Lightworkers, but for me personally, should sit more with Darkworkers. So transmuters. So transmuters, these are highly evolved souls which can neutralize negative karmatic energy. It's not an easy role because it requires people to be around negative, heavy energies, which is why I don't feel it should sit in with Lightworkers and should sit in with Darkworkers. So they are usually people that are inundated with negative energies most of their life and absorb these energies, and they absorb it and transmute it through their chakra system and release it out as positive energy. Generally, these are the generation curse breakers that come in and do this work. So I do feel it sits more with the Darkworkers than the Lightworkers. The Lightworkers do work with transmuting energy that is on the surface and outside of the body. So if someone has been worked on and there is residue negativity that comes up, a Lightworker could transmute that residue material. But for me, transmuters falls in with Darkworkers. Then you've got the dreamers and the astral travelers. These are a group of Lightworkers. They work from the subconscious, and they're working in that subconscious in sleep time, very heavily drawn to symbology and imagery, and they uncover the messages within dreams that they then bring forward as messages. They work heavily in other dimensions, spiritual realms, and the astral planes. And we also have ascension guides. So ascension guides, this group of Lightworkers undergo pretty profound awakenings. They go on to publicly share their experiences. This to inspire others that might be going through the same situations. And they do this to avoid others having to go through the same pitfalls that they've been through. And it helps speed up other people's ascension. So very public with their experiences. The next one, and the last one I'm going to talk about, although there are a whole lot more, is the Divine Blueprint, Creators and Manifestors. So the group in these light workers, everyone comes into Earth with a blueprint, and they are able to access the blueprints and bring them into Earth. They can also access the Akashic records, and are very good at working with sacred geometry and coding to solve worldwide problems that come up and solutions. So a light worker brings in light, universal light, brings it in through the crown chakra, pushes it out through their body, and works pretty much with people outside of the body. One of the weaknesses you will get with light workers who work predominantly as a light worker, and you'll understand that as we go on. I'm going to have to do a part 2 of this video, but there is a spectrum, and some people will work heavily just as light workers, some as dark, some will be able to move up and down the spectrum and move in and out of both light and dark. One of the weaknesses with light workers is because their services to other people, that they quite often don't put themselves first, and by not doing that, by not looking after their own energies, they can quickly come to burnout, disillusionment, And when that happens, they sacrifice their own well-being. They can get prone to getting sickness, especially in bodies, and very serious sicknesses, not just a cough or a cold. You're talking like illnesses that doctors just don't have an explanation of what they've got and how they've got it. So they become very sick. They also absorb too much of other people's energies, which also makes their body suffer. And in doing this, a lot of light workers will actually back off and stop doing the work that they're doing, because they haven't understood their energy, and they haven't understood, as a light worker, no matter how love and light they want to give to everyone, they must look after their own energy. And when this happens, when they step off that platform, they actually put themselves back years, can put themselves back years, and in that time, people that they really could have helped haven't got the help that they need. And so vitally important that light workers look after themselves first and don't go through that burnout stage. Right, I'm going to have to go to part 2 for Dark Workers, so hang in there and I'll see you at part 2.